Okay, anyways. I came to the point where it doesn't matter anymore proving myself, because inside I feel better. And even if I am wrong, which I am only human, at least I feel better inside. I don't feel like I'm always the problem, because all my life it's always been me, or gaslighting, and you hear it for so long, man. It's like you start thinking it, you start saying it, you start drawing in that negative energy, and then it's always around you, and you wonder why you're always in those situations. It's mindset. It's how you react to the situation. It's always how you react. A perfect example of that would be I'm going to get to that another day. That's actually a whole nother spiel. Pretty crazy story, but, stay tuned. But yeah, so, I don't know. I kind of came to terms. Today I was able to tell my therapist pretty much everything that I have been doing already in the last couple of weeks, which that's what I need to stop forgetting. I quit smoking cigarettes, which you guys know already. I haven't had a cigarette. I haven't even thought about it. Just so much going on. And I don't know how long, so I quit the cigarettes. And I smoked a week ago. And I knew I was not going to be able to prove a point. Even if we had it, I knew I would have to be in pain for a little bit, which made me grumpy. But I had to prove a point. Like, no, it's not the cigarettes. No, it's not the marijuana, because, like, seriously, what I said, if it helps you, it's helping me sleep and eat, and it helped the pain. I'm going to explain right now why. A while back when I went sepsis, nobody could figure out why I went sepsis. I was there for a while. I didn't even know why. Like, I knew the stigma behind it, but I didn't, that's where I heard it, because in the medical field, but I didn't even know what it was. But I can't even blame the people in the medical field, because just like I said before, a closed mouth goes unfed. Sepsis, they're going to immediately think, oh, that's going to be an infection in the blood, that's going to be someone's dabbling with drugs, someone's shooting up something. That's our world today. And the thing is I was in their situation before, because I worked at a different hospital back in a different place I lived, and I was in their shoes, so I'm guilty for that. But now that I'm starting to understand, I went sepsis because I stepped on a needle. It wasn't a needle like a gross needle. The house that we're in right now is an old house. My goal is to put money into it, and we hopefully be safe, stuff like that. It was just around the same time that I went sepsis, I had stepped on a nail, which we pulled out of the floor. It was about that big, and it was rusty. I noticed that, because that was the only thing that wasn't adding up to me. I was like, I don't know why I went sepsis. But after stepping on it, and I didn't really step on it, I kind of went to go step on it, poked me, and then I kind of arched my foot up out of reaction, and I was like, whoa! That thing was this, like, it was this big. We pulled it out. That wasn't just me, like, that pulled it out of the ground. And I was like, just throw it away. We need to get this house. Like, we need to make, time will tell. We'll see. I'm not gonna lie, for the longest time I thought maybe it was me being sick, because I'm just not. But the thing is I don't know. So anyways, I went sepsis. They couldn't figure it out, and when I was on that floor, I remember waking up, because I had given myself it was like midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, and I was sweaty. I probably looked like a crazy person, but I didn't know what was going on. They didn't even tell me I went sepsis until I looked at the paperwork after everything happened, because I ended up having to leave. They wouldn't answer my questions. I had no clue, and that now I look back, I'm like, yeah, I did look like a crazy person, but I also had no clue what was going on. I've been there for almost a day and a half. My other half has just got off work. He's tired. I want to go home. why is nobody answering my questions, and why do I keep waking up into a room full of people with different faces every time? Which, that stuff's normal to me, because all my life there's always been an extra person there to learn in my case. Well, at least since 2013, when I got that diagnosis. But it's just, I'm tired of being looked at like some kind of lab rat. We don't have to be a lab rat if we explain what's going on. We know our bodies better. We can explain it in words. We just gotta articulate it better. And I still have, I'm not saying I'm perfect at it, but I'm still having a hard time. Going off track again. They had taken numerous amounts of blood work. They knew it was in my system. I'm sure they all looked it over and over again. I had just been diagnosed with ADHD, and I just started the drug Concerta. Now, for those of you who don't know what Concerta is, either do I. Because it's a new drug, just like autism. It's a new thing to the medical field. I looked at it online a little bit, what little information there is. The main ingredients, like the first ingredient, literally the word starts with meth. And I'm on a 56 milligram right now, Concerta. And people in the medical field just kept bumping that up. And it's scary, and this is where my awareness part comes in. I have a lot of stories that I can share and maybe prevent some stuff, because I did go quiet for so long. But that quiet made me strong, and I'm not going to say smart, but it's kind of a sad way of saying that's how I got where I am today. At least I'm still breathing. Even that, I'm kind of surprised. But anyways, when that whole situation happened, I woke up again. I waited for a while because whatever pill they gave me to help me sleep was wearing off. I was getting frustrated. I was like, I've already asked questions, and I've been nice, and I asked to go to the bathroom. I had already talked to the people on the floor, and they just kept walking by me like I was nothing. I was like, okay. Well, finally I was like, okay, he needs to go to work. I want to go home. If I need to, I'll get a hold of my specialty doctor, because it was during the weekend, if I remember correctly. I can't remember how it all played out, but I have a specialty doctor, and I was like, in my mind, I was like, I'll just get a hold of her and see what she thinks, because I'm not going to wait around anymore. So I was like, I want to go home. Well, when I said I wanted to, I didn't tell them what was going through my mind. Like, they don't know that I have a specialty doctor, so unless they did, I have no clue. But after going sepsis, they gave me some antibiotics. They said I would need more to be better. And I said, okay, then I want to go. I'll figure it out. And I did. But there was a whole scene made. I felt so stupid. I was sitting there with a needle in my arm. I was hanging onto the thing. My significant other was sitting over there. People are staring at me, and he's basically trying to intimidate me to sit back down, because he thinks I'm just going to leave the hospital with a needle in my arm. I've seen that before in the medical field, and it is scary, because you want to have that compassion to help that person, but it's hard to talk someone down when it comes to something like that. I've seen it in firsthand. But I wasn't looking at it that way. I was tired and feel good. I wanted to go home, no questions being. I was scared. And the thing was, I even asked my other half, and I never had this before, is watch me in my sleep. They do. I just don't understand half the time. Like, yes. So, long story short, I was having withdrawals. So the hospital thing happened. Everybody was looking at me. I just wanted to go home. Even the doctor, I was inside the room close enough to my bed to sit down, but the drapes were open for everybody to see. And then he was like, fine, go. And I said, I still have the fucking needle in my hand, dude, take it out.